What if I told you that I could get you a brand new house on an acre of land in an area where there's no HOA, no CDD, priced at $339,000? Would you be interested? Well then look no further, because I got you. What's up, YouTube fam? If you're new to this channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Diaz, and I'm Central Florida's real estate advisor and CEO of the Evolve Estates Group. Here at the Evolve Estates Group, it is our passion to help people evolve in real estate. So we go all over Central Florida and surrounding areas to show you what Florida has to offer. We explore new construction, resale homes, investment opportunities, local restaurants, shops, and so much more. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss our weekly videos. Today we are back in Ocala, Florida, specifically Marion Oaks, one of my favorite places to tour new construction homes. We're gonna show you this brand new home, which features 3 bedrooms plus 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, coming in at 1936 square feet on an acre of land, priced at $339,000. And this area has no HOA and no CDD. Now make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video where we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate and I'm gonna break down the estimated down payment, closing costs, taxes, and so much more. Now let's begin your real estate evolution tour. All right, my YouTube fam, let's get started. I wanted to make sure that I showed you this opportunity, okay? When you first walk into the home, you do have a covered entryway, right? So I know a lot of people like that. Now this home features a unique floor plan, okay? So when you come in, this side is going to be maybe the formal living room, maybe your pool table, maybe it's just like a flex space, you know? So whatever your heart desires. It has tray ceilings, you have a ceiling fan in here, you're gonna have the double windows, okay? So I'm gonna tell you from the start that this whole house is carpeted, okay? But where are you gonna find a brand new home with this space, the bedrooms are big, on an acre of land for $339,000, right? So the carpet, we could remove it afterwards. Let it, you know, just get into the house and then you do it afterwards, okay? Now, this way, you're gonna have archways all throughout the house, which I really do like. So this way is where your formal dining room is going to be, okay? So you're gonna have double windows, you have tray ceilings, you already have a chandelier here, and then you have recessed lighting, okay? So you could put whatever size table you want, but I want you to notice the differences, or the features in this house, okay? So we're gonna have extra large baseboards, right? Which make a really big difference. We already have tray ceilings in the formal living room. We have tray ceilings in the dining room. So that makes a difference too. Now, you're gonna have multiple areas where you could get into the kitchen, but come on and meet me in the kitchen. So the kitchen is very different from what we normally see, but I'm not mad at it, okay? These do look like they're about 32 inches. What'd you say, babe? 32 or 36? Okay, Vic says 36-inch cabinets, but they do have the crown molding on the top. I think it's 32. See, I was right. Vic is like, I knew that I was right on that one. They look 32. They have crown molding on the top, which I really like. You're gonna have granite here, but look how much counter space you have. This side is where your coffee station is gonna be, because why not? We all need a coffee station, right? Since I'm already here, let's just open the pantry, okay? So you're gonna have these double bifold closet doors, and then you're gonna have 4 shelves. And as you can see, you have so much space from the first shelf to the floor to put all your cases of water, bulky snacks for the kids and things. So this house is going to feature all of the kitchen appliances. So you're gonna have your double door refrigerator. The brand is Refrigerator. So as you can see, AC, right? And then you have cabinets on the top of the refrigerator. On this side, you're gonna have the microwave over the electric stove, and then you're gonna have the dishwasher, okay? Let me check to see if it vents out. It does not vent out, okay? But they are, let me check. Let me see, are they soft close? They are soft close, okay? So it's a little, you know, you have the brown, but I have a lot of people who actually like the brown, right? So tell me what you think about this kitchen so far. You guys know that I love kitchen islands, and we still have like a breakfast bar peninsula island here, okay? You guys know I love islands because I'm an island girl, born and raised in Staten Island, New York, half Puerto Rican and half Dominican. But with this island, it could still be the connecting piece of the home, your friends, your family, your children just surrounding it, chopping it up. Hello, where's my breakfast, right? We know how the kids do, but I absolutely love that it's a breakfast bar, right? So it's a platform, and I have one client who absolutely loves this because she's like, when everything is so flat, the water is going everywhere, right? So that's something to kind of mitigate that. You are going to have like cathedral ceilings in here, so you have recessed lighting, and then you're gonna have pendant lights already. So what you see is basically what you get in this house, okay? So come on in. This is going to be the family room, okay? So we're gonna have our 100-inch minimum TV probably on that wall, right? It's still very nice and spaced out. I like it. And again, this house is, like I said, it's different, but what you get an acre of land, if somebody's looking for more of a bigger lot of land and this size home, this may be it for you, okay? So as you can see, there's so much space here. You can maneuver it however you would like to, okay? Here's where we're gonna have a sliding door leading into your back covered lanai. Now, this is one of the biggest covered lanais that I have seen in this area for this price point, okay? It already comes with the ceiling fan, and there's just so much space. I have clients who actually purchased the same exact floor plan, and they enclosed it, and it's just a vibe out there, okay? So now, as you can see, that this acre lot is not completely cleared. You can do that afterwards. So you can see that the builder did not clear the land. Normally, to clear the land is a couple of $1,000s. It shouldn't be more than maybe $5,000 at most, okay? But oh my goodness, imagine what you could do back there. Tell me, would you put a pool back there? Would you fence it out? Would you leave it like that and have the being secluded, right? Let me know, because I really, really want to know. Now, this home is going to be on a well. It's gonna be on well water, which is in the back, and it's gonna be on a septic tank, which is in the front. You wanna know that, right? Because if you plan on building a pool back there, right, you're definitely gonna have to clear some trees, but it's gonna be hard if there was the septic tank placed there, okay? Now, this home features a split floor plan. What that means is that you're gonna have the master bedroom on one side of the house and the rest of the bedrooms on this side. Now, this is 3 bedrooms, and I said it was 1936 square feet. So you could already imagine that the bedrooms are gonna be very nicely sized. So come on this way. So this hallway to my left is going to be the laundry room. The house does not come with the washer and dryer, but that just allows you to pick and choose. You're going to have a rack on top, which you could put your detergents. After you close, you can put some cabinets in there. Now, there's another door that's going to lead into your 2-car garage. That's where you're going to have your water heater and your AC system. And then I took a lot of angles of the AC systems because I was asked to do that. So there you go. Now, what I love about that garage is that it has a utility door, which basically gives you access to the outside through the garage on the side of the house, okay? And it comes with a garage door opener. I don't know if I mentioned that already. To my right is gonna be the bathroom, number 1, that everyone's gonna share besides the primary bathroom, okay? So this bathroom features double sinks. It has the granite countertops. I love that it's undermounted, right? You're gonna have drawers in between the cabinets, which I absolutely love. You have a linen closet here, which is perfect for your towels, bed sheets, any extras. And then you're gonna have a shower tub combination. As you can see, it has kind of like a shell. If you wanted to, afterwards, you could take that shell out. You could put tile in there, right? You know how I always say, get in the lot. You can never change a lot when it comes to a house, right? So if you like the house, if you like the floor plan, but you're just like, I don't like the carpets, I don't like the shell in the bathroom, that's all things that can be changed afterwards, okay? Come on this way. So we're gonna have another linen closet here, which I absolutely love. More more storage, all right? So let's come into bedroom number one. Bedroom number one faces the back of the house. We're gonna have the one window, and then you're gonna have most likely double bifold doors leading into your closet. But this is a really nice sized bedroom. I really like the size of the bedrooms in this house, okay? As you can see, you're gonna have that extended baseboards all throughout the house. Now, bedroom number two is just right on the side of it, adjacent to bedroom number one. So bedroom number two seems to be a little bit bigger, I will say. You have the one window, and it's gonna hopefully have those bifold closet doors leading to your closet. You know how I always say, if you have multiple children in here, you need to have bunk beds. There's more than enough space. You add more shelves, one shelf for one child, another shelf for another child. You guys know that I have 6 kids. And if you're new here, yes, we have 6 kids. My husband and I have 3 biological sons, and we were foster parents, and we adopted a sibling group of 3. So even though I have 5 bedrooms, I still need to bunk the kids, and I do exactly that. I have so that they have their own space, okay? So we cover it this way, okay? So just kind of giving you an idea again, this hallway is gonna have the bathroom, it's gonna have the laundry room, and it's gonna have the 2 bedrooms. Now, if you're like, oh my goodness, Alexis, I really like this, I want more information, or you're like, maybe this is not it, but I definitely wanna work with you guys at the Evolve Estates group. Well, good thing for you, we cover all of Central Florida, from Ocala down to Tampa and everywhere in between, okay? So the best way to reach out to us is gonna be in my YouTube, there's a link. That link is to my calendar. Now you're gonna choose whether you're a buyer, seller, investor, or builder, or realtor ready to evolve in real estate. You choose a day and a time, whichever works best for you, and we'll meet via Zoom because we want to see your beautiful faces. If that's all too much, give us a call. You'll get Katrina or Camilla, who is our amazing assistant. They'll put you on our calendar, or you can send us an email as well, okay? We have a nice team, so just know that we got your back, all right? So on this side of the house, we're gonna enter your primary bedroom. Let's talk about it. So as you can see, it's extremely spacious. You're gonna have the tray ceilings. It already comes with the ceiling fan. You have 2 windows in here, which I absolutely love. You can definitely put a king size bed in here, maybe even a sitting area, because this is very nicely spaced out. Okay, now we're gonna have another archway. I personally am loving the archways, okay? So the archway is gonna lead down this way, where you're gonna have 2 master closets. You heard that right, and they're both walk-in. They seem to be around the same size, so you cannot fight with your significant other, okay? All right, now let's walk into your master bathroom. So your master bathroom is gonna feature double sinks with the granite countertops. You have some medicine cabinets there. You're gonna have a little step down shower with the towel going all the way up to the top. We absolutely love that. We have a linen closet in here. We're gonna have a standalone tub. What do you guys think? You have the tile around it, and then you also already have a frosted window in there. I love it. And then you're gonna have your water, you're gonna have your toilet there too. Now, I wanted to show you that you do have a pocket door, okay? So this pocket door leads into the bathroom, okay? What do you guys think about this bathroom? What do you think about the floor plan? Let me know in the comments, because I do this for you guys, right? And you guys know that I don't take any offense because I didn't build it, all right? But at least tell me 2 positives before you say anything negative in the comments, all right? I read all of the comments. Now, let's go back into the kitchen. Let's chop it up. Let me tell you a little bit about the area, and then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, so we are back in the kitchen, and it is time to chop it up. So let's do a quick recap. We are currently in Ocala, Florida, specifically Marion Oaks. We just toured a brand new home, which features 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage on an acre of land, 1936 square feet, priced at $339,000. Now, I want to go over a few things, okay? So when you walk in, you have your formal living room, flex room, whatever your heart desires, right? To the right, you're gonna have the formal dining room. You're gonna have archways leading into the kitchen. So the kitchen is very nicely sized. You have tons of counter space options, some cabinets, some drawers, right? You have a nice sized pantry. Then you're gonna have your family room, which is spacious, your 100-inch minimum TV. It already comes with the lights and the ceiling fan. You have sliding doors leading into one of the biggest covered lanais I've seen here in this area, and you have serenity, okay? Coming back into the house, on one side of the house, you're gonna have your laundry room, the bathroom, you're gonna have the 2 bedrooms. On the opposite side of the house, you're gonna have that large master bedroom with the 2 walk-in closets and then your master bathroom. So remember to tell me in the comments what you think about this house. I know, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, there's carpet everywhere, and I know, right? But if it's really not a deal breaker to you, I think that you should consider this, okay? I love the space of the rooms, and the house is just different. You're not walking directly into the family room, into the kitchen, right? You have a hallway, and I know a lot of people are looking for that. So let me know if I hit the jackpot for any one of you guys, okay? This area is growing. So where we are specifically in Marion Oaks, we're in Unit 6. So Unit 6 is not as developed as some of the other areas. You're gonna have a lot of the larger lots in this section, right? But you're still not far from a lot, okay? So you're about 10-15 minutes away from Highway 200, where that's where you're gonna have all of your shopping, right? Your hospitals, VA clinics, Starbucks, Walmart, everything. Bravo to get your stuff with the sofrito, right? I know, I got you, okay? Now, in this area in Marion Oaks, we have what I call the Marion Hub. The Marion Hub it's a plaza filled with different stores, okay? There used to be a Big Winn-Dixie, but that's actually gonna be an Aldi's now. So are we mad at that? I love me some Aldi's. In that same complex, you're gonna have a Dominican hair salon, a barbershop, pizzeria, Chinese food. You're going to have O San Juan Puerto Rican restaurant, all right? So you have that there. They have a new auto zone, they have Walgreens, and then you have the Marion Oaks Community Center if you wanna be a part of it, right? I think it's like a $55 membership for the year. But in that community center, you have basketball courts, you have tennis courts, you have a splash pad, you have a little gym, you have a recreation center, you have a library, right? You can rent it out as well for events. Right across the street, you're gonna have the sheriff's office. Marion Oaks has their own fire department as well. There's just a lot of growth happening in this area. They're building new elementary schools, new high schools, right? So for you to be able to get this size of a house on an acre of land for less than $350,000, I think it's really, really good. I will do a huge disclaimer that this builder, there's no negotiation with the price. Absolutely not with this builder. They will keep this house on the market as long as they need to get the price that they're asking for. So that's something to consider as well, okay? Let's talk about what else is in the area, okay? So we're about 25-30 minutes away from downtown Ocala. Downtown Ocala is super beautiful. You have one of my family's favorite candy shops, Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop. You go in, there's an abundance of different candies. On the wall, they have a buffet of candy. You take a box and you just stuff it. You don't even have to close it for only $5. It's the famous $5 candy buffet, okay? Within the same area, you have abundance of different boutique stores, you have restaurants, and then on Saturdays, you have the Ocala Market, which is one of my favorite markets. I love to support small businesses, so you could go there, you could get fresh eggs, fresh meat, fresh seafood, so much different things, fresh produce. So I encourage you to go there. I see people there with their dogs, their kids, their family just walking around on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. You definitely have to go, okay? If you didn't know, Ocala is known as the horse capital of the world. So we have the World Equestrian Center, which is about 25 minutes away from here. Now, the Equestrian Center has a really big luxury hotel, which you could go to. They have a toy shop in there. They have luxury restaurants. They have a really, really good French cafe in there. Their croissants were amazing, let me just tell you, okay? They also have a candy shop in the Equestrian Center, but it's free to just go and walk around. The horse competition shows are free. They have dog shows, which are free, and I've heard that the dog shows do way better than the horse competition shows, okay? They have boutique stores there. They have a pizzeria there, so it's a time to be had, okay? And then we have springs. So if you want to go kayaking, paddleboarding, right? You just want to just be within nature. You could go to Rainbow Springs, you could go to Silver Springs Park, and there's a whole bunch of other surrounding springs as well, right? So if you want to know more what Florida has to offer, especially Ocala, check out our other channel. It's called Sunshine State Living, and you'll see my beautiful family, and we have explored different things of what Ocala has to offer. So we've already done the equestrian center, we've done Silver Springs, we've done downtown Ocala, we've done zip lining, we've done a lot, okay? But we don't only work in Ocala, so we've experienced other areas in Central Florida as well, okay? Oh, Victor did the bottom of the spring. If you want to watch that video, please do so. Oh my gosh, my poor Malachi. Malachi and him were in a kayak together, and Vic's kayak was just not doing good. And all of a sudden, he ends up in the water. Yeah, so you definitely want to go catch that video, okay? Now, we are about an hour and a half away from downtown Orlando. We're about an hour and a half from the Orlando International Airport. We're about an hour and a half away from Tampa. We're about 45 minutes to an hour away from Gainesville. And we're probably about 5 hours away from Miami, okay? Just to kind of give you a perspective on a larger scale where we're at. Now, a lot of people always ask me, where's the best airport to fly into? And most likely that's gonna be Orlando International Airport. They do have shuttles if you don't drive from the airport to Ocala, but a lot of people drive, and you should drive here in Florida. You have to drive everywhere. You could just rent a car, okay? So I think I covered everything on that scheme. This area is just growing. We're getting Publix over here. There's just so much to do. I absolutely love the growth that's happening in this area, right? Let me know what you guys thought about this house, this video. What do you guys want to see? Remember, I do this for you. Make sure you're sharing this content. Make sure you're liking and subscribing and commenting. It goes a long way. We were able to help 59 families last year, and we're trying to double that this year. I don't know, Victor's trying to double that. I'm just trying to really help people evolve in real estate, okay? Now, we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate so I could break down all of the numbers for you. And then don't forget, on Sundays, we do YouTube Live. Yes, you get to just chop it up with me at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. And we just chop it up, right? We talk about what's happening in the market. I get to answer any questions that you have. Sometimes we have lenders, homeowners insurance, title companies on. So make sure you catch it if you are able to. But let's go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, welcome to Monarch School of Real Estate. If you've been here for a while, you know that I absolutely love this portion of the video because I want to educate you guys to become savvy consumers. Now, I always start off by saying is that I'm not a licensed lender or licensed tax appraiser. So the numbers on this board are solely estimates to give you a better idea. Now, if you're looking for accurate numbers pertaining to you and your family, then you want to reach out to me and I can put you in contact with one of our preferred mortgage brokers, okay? So this home is priced at $339,000, no HOA, and no CDD. So when you're purchasing a home and you're going to finance, you have several different financing options, but I'm just going to talk about a few of the more popular ones. Starting with FHA. FHA is primarily for first-time home buyers, okay? However, if you've purchased a home in the past, you can still qualify for an FHA loan. Now, the minimum down payment is 3.5% of the purchase price. So if we do 3.5% of $339,000, your down payment is going to be $11,865. When you're purchasing a home, you have your down payment, you also have closing costs. What are closing costs? Closing costs and accumulation of fees such as loan origination fees, title fees, transfer fees, doc stamps, prorated taxes, etc. Usually around 3 to 4% of the purchase price, but I'm always super conservative and I go 4%. So 4% of the purchase price is $13,560. So when you add the down payment plus the closing cost, is going to equal your cash to close. Your cash to close is the amount of money you need to close on the property, receive the keys, and evolve in real estate. So for this example, it's $25,425. Now the next loan we're going to talk about is a conventional loan. As a first-time homebuyer, you may qualify for as little as 3% down. So 3% of the purchase price is $10,170. You have the same closing costs, and you're going to have a cash to close of $23,730. Now, If you don't qualify for a 3% down payment, the next tier is 5%. So 5% of the purchase price is $16,950. Same closing costs. We're gonna have a cash to close of $30,510. The next tier from 5% is 10%. Why would you pay 10%? So you're gonna pay 10% minimum, sometimes a little bit more, if this is gonna be considered a second home, okay? So let's say you're gonna retire in a few years and you wanna purchase the house now, even if you don't currently own a home, it's still gonna be considered a second home. So 10% of the purchase price is $33,900. Same closing costs, you have a cash to close of $47,460. Now the next tier from 10% is 20%. Why are you gonna pay 20%? So you're gonna pay 20% if you wanna avoid private mortgage insurance, or if you want to use this as an investment property, which you can long-term or short-term. So 20% of the purchase price is $67,800. Same closing costs. We have a cash to close of $81,360. Now, this area qualifies for USDA, which means it's 100% financing. You do not have to put a down payment. All you have to think about is the closing cost, which is the $13,560. Okay. The next loan we're going to talk about is a VA loan. Thank you for everyone who has served our country. You get 100% financing. All you have to think about the closing cost, which is the $13,560. Next is cash. Of course, you can purchase this house in cash and you'll still have closing costs, but not nearly as much, estimated to be around $1,500. And that's an estimate. So taxes. Taxes are a great discussion, okay? So when you're purchasing a brand new home, the taxes the first year are extremely low. Why? Because it's only based on the land value. But the second year, the house gets reassessed along with the land and your taxes go up. So there's a formula that appraisers use to kind of have an idea of what the taxes are going to be. Remember, I'm not a licensed tax appraiser, so this is just an estimate, okay? What happens when it comes to taxes as well is that you are depending on the area, depending on the community, there's a tax millage rate. So for Marion Oaks, the millage rate is 0.0168. Okay, so we do a whole formula and we come out with around $3,700 per year if this is your primary residence. Because if this is your primary residence, then you're gonna file for what is called the Homestead Florida tax exemption. Okay. And that is a $50,000 discount off of your property taxes, and it makes a big difference. So that's with the $3,700. If this is not going to be a primary residence, then it might just be a little bit more than that. But remember, this is just an estimate, okay? And then homeowners insurance is always a big topic as well. Here in the Ocala area, it is very north central. So the homeowners insurance is between $700 to $900 per year, okay? So I hope you found knowledge in these numbers and just to have a better idea of what to look forward to, and stay tuned to our next video.